Hello and welcome everyone to another exciting session of Platinum Watch. I am your ever-present Dungeon Master, WalkManiac. With me once again are my ever-present role players. Going down the line on the bottom left of my Roll20 screen, we have Trap It Docilin, the Shadow Sorcerer, played by the Hawk Abridged.
Good evening, everyone.
The Blood Hunter of the Lycan Order, Merrick Gilder, played by Stormsage13.
Hi.
The Druid Circle of Twilight, played by Zodiac Site 19.
I'm basically the Avatar at this point.
Yeah, and his character's name is Rando Mishorm. I forgot to include that, but that's fine. We always have mess-ups. And then last but not least, we have Red Beast 13 playing Avot Korik, the Way of Shadows monk, and now you actually have an archetype in Rogue, don't you?
We do. My Goliath boy got spells.
Yeah. All right. When last we left off, the group had just finished up with assaulting the Tricksters alongside the CCR and had launched an assault against the Artifact Hunters to try and knock them out of the race. And at the very last second, they made an escape, a daring gamble that paid off for the Artifact Hunters as they had jumped ship and eliminated their competition. They requisitioned the Platinum Wardens for parley to meet within the City of Glass, where the group convened next to discuss their plans as well as kind of survey their remaining competition. The group explored the City of Glass, finding a couple different interesting alcoves for entertainment before reconvening and conducting their parley with the Artifact Hunters alongside the CCR, and were able to gain some very crucial information that was beneficial to a ally of the party, the Gnome Warlock Lucky, finding the location of his daughter who was being held by Eclipse, as well as a way to get into the base she's being held at, and a way to scry inside the base to survey its defenses. In exchange, the Eclipse agent requested from them an unnamed favor at a certain point that they would cash in order to benefit themselves personally. And to sweeten the deal a little further, in order to get them to trust them, they provided them with a object that they stated would destroy their competition, the Shardborne. We now pick up where we last left off, with the party still inside the City of Glass as their enemies begin to draw closer, with the Shardborne just now at this time getting close to the City of Glass. You all still have to eliminate them from the race in order to advance to the next leg, and that's essentially it. Once you all have done this, you will be locked in for the next leg of the race, and we'll be able to proceed forward as planned with any additional things you want to do on the water plane.
Go ahead.
So, we'll pick up on your ship. What would y'all like to do?
Quick point of clarification. We have to touch the ship with that object that we got from them, correct?
Yeah, we might as well.
So the object that you received was a black crystal that seemed to have some strange arcane writing inscribed into it. What you were told you had to do was you had to interface this crystal with the ship itself. You were not advised how to do that, but with a Arcana check that Linsbor could provide, you could probably figure out how it's supposed to be done, and get to work integrating it into the Shardborne ship. What she told you it would do is it would disable their systems completely. Engines, weapons, safeguards, everything would be shut down. So the ship would basically drop into the abyss.
Gotcha. So
and
we
there
don't
would
know
be no
if we
way
need
to fix it.
We don't know if we can teleport on to apply it, or if we can just shoot it at them and hope for the best.
With an Arcana check, you'll be able to get more information.
Right. Hawk is currently unable to speak, it looks like.
No,
Oh, we hear you. We hear you.
Yeah,
that was no problem.
Yeah, the internet
It's
browser.
just my browser's frozen.
Yeah,
so
he's still here.
Okay.
It picks one of the two to the break.
I misunderstood entirely. In that case, I assume you have better Arcana than Merrick. Would you like to tackle this one, man?
Well, Lensboy is probably the best at it.
Oh yeah, but we don't have his player here, unfortunately.
I could still roll skill checks for him.
That's fair.
Roll the die.
Guidance.
On which one of them?
Yes.
You know what?
The one-
Actually, wait, I forgot. Trappit has guidance.
But I'll cast guidance on myself because no one wanted to cast it on.
I was saying I was going to cast it on Travis since he's the one rolling.
Oh,
What's
okay.
guidance do again?
D4.
Add a D4 to your D20 roll.
Q, because that'll make it a
A 4.
that'll make it a 23 for Arcana.
Okay, and
Nice.
Linsfor rolled a 17 because no one gave him guidance.
We gave him love and support.
You gave him one.
We gave him
Sorry, that's not
water and
enough for you,
sunshine.
Lensboy.
So,
I mean, he is a narc.
with both of you working together on this problem, Trappit, you discover the most. Like I said, as we've stated previously, arcane script and theory is not really your jam. As a sorcerer, you kind of more feel the ebb and flow of the arcane, and you can understand basic principles. But with your understanding, you realize this would need to be integrated at a point of convergence, a central hub, if you would, either a control center, a weapons terminal if they were all sourced together, or the central engine compartment. Like, it would have to be put in a place where a lot of systems converge. And with that, Linsmore kind of gives the same endorsement, but specifically says that with the arcane script, what it is designed to do is the arcane script is designed to actually insert a false code into the arcane runes of the ship itself, so that the ship thinks that it has been destroyed, and there is no way to reverse the process. Once the crystal has been integrated, it is done. That ship is kaput.
We're essentially hacking the ship.
So, right, I have an intelligence of 12. Do we need to poke it or just fire through a cannon at them? What's the plan?
Linsbor kind of looks at you like, are you kidding me right now? Like, he essentially explains to you that it is a fragile and delicate instrument. Firing it out of a cannon would not be a smart idea. It would be best to integrate it by hand.
Gotcha.
And this is the crystal we got from the person?
Yeah.
So, I'm just trying to double check, and we cannot start a fight or do shit to each other at the City of Glass, or was that only at certain points? Is this like a parlay area, or was that just something
That was something you prearranged. You haven't run into any other teams to mess with them, and none have really come looking for you. But suffice it to say, there are designated points where you can't interfere with one another. There was no such discussion. Yeah, there was no such discussion at the start of this leg of the race that there were any safe havens on this plane.
Gotcha. So if that's the case, do we want to form a distraction for Avok to sneak in while we sort of make a commotion outside? And
Well, here's a bit of a problem. The Cloak of the Mountebank is spent for the day.
yeah,
I can shadow jump, but that only gets me 60 feet.
I'm wondering if we want to make a commotion outside the base here and have you sneak aboard the old-fashioned way.
Oh, well, I can do that.
Linsbor also suggests that with Aura, you could airdrop in.
That is true. I like that plan.
Trap it, Rando. What do you
Ooh,
guys
and I can
think?
slow fall.
That you can.
Sorry, so what exactly are we planning here?
Not the worst.
I'm offering maybe we can start a fight here in the City of Glass, and Avok can sneak aboard. Maybe Rando or Trappic goes with them. so he has some backup, and whoever stays behind with me makes a loud enough commotion to get the Shardborne to come outside.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yeah.
Get
How
Lucky's
loud?
group. Gets Lucky's group in two. Split the attention of the short ball.
Of course.
I'm sure that Avok would love to have me covering his back.
Avok just
Volunteer
kind
for
of
that mission.
gives you a side eyes, like
Can you two maybe stop hitting each other for a few minutes? if
No,
it
we're on the
helps?
same side of this, but I do feel that our abilities will complement each other very much in this endeavor.
So, how big of a distraction we talking here?
Big enough to get the entire force to want to kill us.
How many people can
Oh, that's easy.
shadow and possess?
What?
I don't think he possesses. He sort of mind freaks them.
No,
I mean,
Chapter, you don't
possession,
understand. It was
seizure,
Avok who
very
did the
much the same thing when you get down to it.
Oh, it was me that was doing the possessing.
Yeah,
I know
I'm
that
like,
all of us ghosts look the same to you, but still.
No, I was thinking more the the entrapment just kind of mimics a seizure, like like it had a
Your
god
wounds.
do.
Are you okay?
Anyway, I guess I can watch Chapit's back if he comes in with me. Just don't do anything stupid.
I just
I
want
don't
to make sure
think
that
I've ever done anything stupid.
I don't know. Maybe when you.
I'm asking that if you two are comfortable working together, we can have this.
I'm not comfortable, but I'll
Then-
make it walk.
I'm very comfortable. I'm a consummate professional.
Merrick just sort of rubs the ridge of his nose with his eyes, and he just.
Again, I'm being paid for this, so
So, Rando, you, Lensbo, and I are on the
big of a
outside.
distraction.
Yeah, we're going to rain hell.
Oh, we're gonna rain something. Yep. That
Yeah.
definitely.
And I'll talk to Lucky about providing some support. Are the OG hunters still here, or have they left as well?
They, as
You know
far
what?
as you know, are still here.
Actually, never mind. Merrick wouldn't want to drag them on this since it's not necessarily their fight. The CCR kind of has a stake in this since we got the location of Lucky's daughter out of there, so they're more obligated to help us in this situation.
Gotcha.
Or at least I imagine they would feel more obligated. Merrick's not going to guilt them or anything, but. So yeah, Merrick's going to go over to the CCR and talk to Lucky and the crew about joining them in taking out the Shardborne.
Okay. So we'll start with Merrick then. You head over to their vehicle, and Lucky is out front with Aaron and Stone. They seem to be discussing just kind of what just went down. And they all kind of, like, as you approach, they kind of turn to face you, and Lucky just kind of seems still a little tense. The only people who aren't tense at all are Stone and Aaron.
Lucky, how you doing?
Well, better. Just not sure. I am grateful for what we got out of the deal. I'm just not sure I like what we had to give to get it.
Well, thankfully it's not something that you guys will have to pay. It's only a favor from the wardens, not from the CCR.
Still, though, it's... I appreciate what you all have done for me. It just seems like you all are on the raw end of this.
We're used to that. I was actually hoping that you guys could help us out with the Shardborne, since...
Yes, we do still have to deal with them. That would be imperative.
Yeah,
Do I get to beat them up?
that's the plan so far, actually. The current plan is Avok and Trevor will sneak in and plant a device that will rupture their ship, making it believe it's dead in the water. Meanwhile, the rest of us will draw their attention outside the ship, giving those two better chances of success.
I see.
It's a pretty simple plan, but
Do you
it's on short notice.
want assistance?
By all means, if you have anything to offer.
We have some people that could help. One moment. And he kind of like heads into the ship. And out comes the rest of their crew. Tim and Jersh, as well as a goblin who's just wielding this excessively large crossbow for his size.
I like this one.
And he's like, all right, this is Jersh, as you well know. And he's like, hello. Jersh would be, I feel, beneficial for your infiltration team, merely because he is versed in roguish technique and is additionally you're aware of his clerical leanings, but I have the domain of trickery. It is very helpful. It is
Right now,
if you want to like mislead people or ensure better infiltration, it is the best way to go.
Sounds useful. You'll work with Avok and Trapit then.
Yeah.
Go ahead and group up with them and go ahead and show your skill set and spells at your disposal.
Of course. And you shall get the assistance of my comrades. And, oh, yes. And he points to the goblin. This is Steve. And he kind of just
Hi, Steve.
waves. Steve does not talk much.
Hey, Steve, you want some extra ammo?
He just, like, kind of cocks an eyebrow.
I have +2 ammunition
He
that I haven't had a chance to use yet.
he just cocks his crossbow.
So I assume you're good? Or was that a yes?
He pulls, like, his back quiver off and opens it, and it is full of, like, trick crossbow bolts, as well as, like, heavy-duty ammunition and explosives.
Okay. Never mind. This guy's pretty
gives
much
you
a grenadier.
He gives you a thumbs up.
Respect.
And they... the rest of them head off to join up with your group. And Jersh is like, so, where's the Avok and the Trapit?
Trapit's the one in the fancy outfit, and Avok's
Yes, the one with
Goliath.
good taste. I understand
Agreed.
this.
Yes.
I appreciate this as a player. Someone who else finally has good taste.
Avok's
Merrick's
the
up-
one without a shirt.
Merrick's all about efficiency, man. He's that guy whose favorite color is gray.
That fits him very much.
What's wrong with your favorite color being gray?
All right, so as the
Nothing.
group convenes, you all begin to head towards your ship to kind of strategize. Just as a question, how do you all plan on locating the Shardborne? Like, I said they were coming into the city, but how do you all plan on finding out which dock they're going to be?
Avok will cast locate Shardborne.
Why don't I just polymorph and look, or not polymorph, wild shape and look for him?
That's a good
That's
call.
an option.
Yeah. It might also be the third time you've ever wild shaped.
Yeah,
True facts.
that's fair. That's fair.
Oh yeah, this ability that I have.
Like the main thing about the druid.
I was going to say second, but then I realized, no wait, one time out of game as a rat.
Uh huh.
And how'd that turn out for everyone?
Well, the Ghost Slayers didn't like me much to begin
there
with.
was an uprising,
Yes,
so I
indeed there
think I
was.
did pretty good.
No lie, Avok, not Avok, me. I have those rats on our list of allies. It's like if we need to call them to battle.
The rats.
They'll join the Inquisition.
Anyway, so yeah, you're gonna wild shape and scout around.
Yep.
Are you scouting just the upper city, or are you gonna hit the lower cities too?
I probably should hit everything.
So then, what shape are you taking?
We're underwater,
Well,
right?
at this point, I'm pretty confident I can fly.
Well, a good majority of the city of glass is underwater. Yes, it's mainly the top third that is.
oh
in a,
right, I forgot we're underwater. Forgot
Yeah,
that
is-
we'll
is
do-
in
yeah, I'm
a
gonna turn
space
into
there.
a bird.
Yeah, excuse me while I turn into a seagull and then try to get to the bottom 2/3 and drown. I mean, you could just dive in the
kinda
water
wild.
and wild shape into like a fish or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna glub.
Before Rando goes, I'm going to tap and pat him on the back and give him an extra D4 with guidance. You have that for the next
Thank you.
minute. You have that for 1 minute and for only one roll of your choice. I would give you something heavier, but I've kind of used up all my spells already.
Okay.
Nah, trust me, it's all good.
So what form are you taking?
I am.
Form of a shark.
Form. I should go with. I'm gonna go with a flounder.
A flounder?
A flounder. Because no one's gonna suspect a flounder.
I would.
Okay.
Course
So
you
you take the form of a flounder. I need you to roll me an investigation check with
Alright,
disadvantage.
I don't think I'm that good at that. Yep, there it is.
Why?
Have you all never seen a flounder in real life?
Uh,
They only have eyes on one side of their body.
Oh.
That's not what I
Like
saw
I
from
said,
Little
very
Mermaid.
suspicious
Yeah,
creature.
same.
Flounder was the name of the fish, not the
Yeah,
type of fish.
He's not an actual flounder, guys. Flounder are very creepy. Like you know the Pokemon
Oh,
Sundisk.
well, this still works.
That's literally what they are.
my
Yeah.
lowest is altogether an 18.
Yeah, they're a group of flatfish. Like, they only have eyes on one side of their body. They are nasty looking. As he gasps for water,
Push it. Makes it like throws him into the.
so what'd you say you rolled again?
I just rolled 18 altogether.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that was my lower of the two.
Nice. Yeah, as you're floating around, the Shardborne, also being from the material plane, do require oxygen. So luckily, they do not head down to the lower tiers of the city. They do dock their ship within the upper area. They just dock very far away to the opposite side of the city. It seems like their goal is to try and avoid confrontation for the moment, so that they can cement their holding once you all get back out into open water. It looks like they're just here mainly to resupply, although what supplies they're getting, you are not sure of.
Alrighty.
So you head back to the group and you relay that information.
Do we know where they are now?
Alright,
Alright.
so yeah.
City.
So, yeah, that's what's going on. But by the way, I appreciate the guidance, but you really didn't have to do that.
Hey, it's a cantrip. I can burn whenever whenever we need it. It doesn't hurt to help.
Yeah, I guess. I just don't want you to burn too many. Like, I didn't want you to burn anything strong for this kind of situation,
I mean,
just in case we need it.
no, I mean, I only have 2 spell slots. Guidance is only a cantrip.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
I
That being
just wasn't
said,
sure.
Apparently I have already spent my 2 spell slots.
Oh. Well, we're in trouble then.
Hey, Merrick's more of a melee guy, and I have sacred.
I know.
I have sacred flame for range. That
That's
being
true.
said, I have like 19 temporary hit points. I think that's from like the samurai feast that we had. Do those still hold, or have those worn off, Walker?
A what?
Apparently, I have 19 temporary hit points. If I remember
Yeah, I do too.
correctly.
That was from the Samurai's Feast. Yeah, that would have
Yeah.
worn off by now.
Okay, I wanted to check with you before.
Everybody's
anything...
temp hit points should have worn off by now.
Okay. I wanted to bring that with you before anything happened.
I remember being 99 hit points.
What was my health at? Oh, I was already at max.
What's that? Was that?
I'm mumbling to myself. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Okay. Is it?
All right.
Lucky team. Anything else you guys want to chime in before we do this?
Question: Are you asking this question when you are at the dock with the enemy ship or on the way?
Yeah, on the way.
Lucky says that hold on. There's nothing currently that I wish to do at the moment. Aaron then chimes in. Yeah, I really don't. As much fun as it has been here for a little bit of a siesta, I am starting to grow tired of the smell of fish. Let's get the hell out of here as quickly as possible.
Gotcha. Lens boy, if possible, see if you can hang back with range and just snipe. Don't get into the fray if you can avoid it. Mostly because I don't
takes off with his giant eagle and is up in the sky.
Don't want his character to die when his player's not here.
Yeah, good plan. So yeah, he flies around. Hold on. Were Avok and Trappet gonna airdrop in?
Yeah, they were. So those two would, Avok and Trappet would be on that eagle with him if that's.
Yeah. So we'll cast Pass Without a Trace on all of us.
Seeing as it is a large creature, I'm just gonna make a quick athletics check for it.
So what are we jumping on? Is it Shardborne or?
Yeah, you guys are going to be pretty much power dropping onto the Shardborne after.
If it helps, if it would help, the eagle's name is Ari, right?
Aura.
Yeah,
Aura. Okay. If it helps Aura, I can cast Reduce on one of us.
I mean, you could do that. It rolled a natural 20, so it's pretty much fine.
Oh.
So yeah, it's able to carry all four of you. It is something new to it, especially considering some of the weight requirements of you all. So what it decides to do instead is carry two of you in its talons. So Jersh being the lighter of amongst you all, he opts to be carried by talons.
I mean, Trappet, you're lighter. You want to go in the talons?
I want to ride on the back of like Falcor.
Avok, you want to go talons?
Let me just double check something. Yeah, I weigh 320 pounds. Are we comfortable with the giant eagle to hold 320 pounds in one talon?
Do you want to cast Reduce on yourself?
Yeah. Also, Red, you have Snowfall.
I do. But that's not the point here.
Do you want to cast Reduce on yourself?
Yeah, I'm gonna to reduce myself.
All right, so that reduces you to what? Small? Because
Uh,
Goliaths are medium, yeah.
yeah,
Hey,
medium,
guys.
so obviously.
Why
Yes.
don't I just give you my polymorph wand?
Because I'll take it.
Well,
I mean, I can just cast Polymorph. I mean,
they're
so-
already in the sky too.
Okay, yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
So
It's
you are
not a big deal.
You are smaller and weigh less now, and Jersh weighs less, and Trappet's on the back riding like Falcor.
It's so wonderful and majestic.
So as you all are soaring majestically, I need you all to make stealth checks with
Plus 10.
Yeah, plus 10. Oh, and Avok,
Yes.
because you are smaller now, roll with advantage.
I already have advantage because of my boots.
Well, shut up.
Okay.
Stealth.
Yeah.
19 total.
Is that plus 10?
Did I get plus 10?
Yeah, because I cast Pass Without a Trace.
Oh, I missed that. So 29.
39.
All right. And then for Jersh, plus 10, 33. And then
Nice.
for Aura and Linspore. All right. Yep, they're good. They both rolled 25. Well, it would have been 25 before adding like their specific modifiers, so
Yeah.
because it's 15 plus 10. So you all are stealthed in, and the rest of the group. It is now your turn to cause distraction. I need each of you to tell me how you're going to do that.
Rando? Oh, wait, did he just leave?
He's muted with food. Hold on. Do I see anyone on the ship at the moment?
There are a few people guarding the front of the ship, but you don't see anybody specifically hanging out on it. Not like in the areas that you've seen them before, like the balconies or the alcoves. Like you just see two people out guarding front, and you don't see anyone else.
Cool. Can I hit one of them with one of my flares?
Remind me again, these flares, are they like crossbow bolt things, or it's like an actual like road flare?
I believe it's like one that you shoot into the sky and
Like a bottle rocket, but
So like a Roman candle, but a flare.
yeah, like one of those. As I recall, we didn't discuss damage. We only discussed the utility purpose for this. I would like to attempt to use it in a way that will. I'm trying to hit a guy. I imagine it won't do much, if any, damage, but it would.
Okay.
You're trying to provoke.
Yeah, I'm trying to provoke, and Merrick's going to step out and transform if I can.
I
That's
need
too much
you
of my action.
to. Well, okay, so I know what we'll have you do. We'll just. Is Zach muted or is he away?
He's muted,
Both,
and
I
I believe he's eating.
Excuse me.
I think he might be away, actually. Yeah, you're
He's
right.
getting food.
Yeah. Okay. Then I will go ahead and ask you to do your thing because I already know what everybody else is going to do, except for Zach. So I need you to roll me an attack roll, but you're going to be using your
Range
intelligence modifier.
Okay. Roll my attack. Still with proficiency?
No,
Okay.
because this is an improvised weapon which you are not proficient with.
That is fair. So with my intelligence modifier, that is a 17.
Just barely hits.
Yeah.
So as you and since this is a utility item, not really designed for offense, this does not have a dice of damage. This is literally a set amount.
Okay, so what, like 1 point, 2 points?
He takes 2 points of fire
Okay.
damage. As
37.
you essentially shoot him in the chest with a firework, because it was designed more for light than it was for burning.
That's fair.
So you thunk him in the chest with that, and as the Shardborne, we'll just call him Shardborne Guard, as the Shardborne Guard begins to like pat the embers and flames down, he looks up to see a very large, very angry Goliath charging headfirst at them.
I'm a werewolf.
I know, I'm talking about the others.
He's
Stone. Oh, I'm sorry. I was very confused for a second.
Yeah, no, I mean, clearly a werewolf just stepped out from behind some crates and shot him with a flare.
Hey.
But
I just blew Avos cover for a second.
In addition, there is a very angry bearded Goliath charging him at full force, screaming at the top of his lungs. And while they are kind of caught off guard by this, Lucky launches out 2 Eldritch Blasts at the one on the right, striking him for 20 points of damage.
Woo!
Yeah, he rolled max. I love this guy. And as he is kind of like stumbling back, Tim unleashes some hemomancy on him, causing the man's blood to begin to boil and sizzle, and he begins to convulse. As Aaron just kind of stands at the back and says, "You're all doing great jobs. I believe in you."
Zach's back.
Yes.
And Zach, what do you do to distract the guards?
What do I do to distract them? Question. What's their ship made out of?
The similar black crystalline material that that you have seen before, that the Shardborne have implanted in themselves. That a lot of their tools seem to be made of.
Also, Zach, just to give you a frame of reference, Merrick just shot a guy with a flare, and Stone is running at some guy hard.
And the other guy who is guarding the ship has been eldritch blasted and is currently writhing in agony as his blood begins to boil from the inside.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, that's because Tim is a hemomancer.
Neat. I think we lost somebody.
Yeah, we lost Hawk.
Somebody want
He'll be
to real
back.
quick? Okay.
So let me know what Rando decides to do.
Alrighty. Well, there's only one logical explanation.
Oh, Jesus.
Not. No, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna do something I haven't used in a long time. Or
Healing wood.
ever.
Is it wild shape?
No, because I already used that.
Yeah, but you get 2 uses a day.
Yeah, but that. Nah.
Okay, what are you using?
I'm actually gonna use. Like how close are these guys to us?
You are about 30 feet from them.
30 feet. Awesome. I'm gonna use ice knife.
On which one?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
They're not standing close. Okay. They're really not standing close together. Are you aiming like in between them?
I'm just gonna.
Who are you
aim
aiming it at?
one of 'em. I'm just gonna heat it at one of them. Just.
Left or right?
We'll go left.
All right, roll to hit.
Alrighty. Wait, don't they take a dex save? What? Wait.
No, you have to roll to hit with the knife, and then they make a dex save for the shrapnel.
Okay. I was just reading it over.
That's a fun spell
obviously-
because anybody in the vicinity takes it, but also the person that you stab with the knife
Yeah.
takes it as well.
Good times. Good times. All right. We'll use my new dice. Oh fuck.
What's your roll?
Net one.
How
So
do
we
I
are
want to do
not
this?
Gonna use the new dice.
How do I want to do this?
Who am I hitting?
Hold on.
This is why Rando doesn't use this ability or this spell. He's not good at throwing.
Because you rolled a nat 1, I am going to do this. Rando,
Yes.
as you begin to coalesce and form this blade of jagged ice in your hand, drawing forth the moisture from the air, which there is an overabundance of, you feel the spell's power strengthen beyond what you've ever cast before, and as you begin to gather it, the ice forms larger and more rapidly than you were prepared for, and immediately explodes in your hand, and you take 6 points of cold damage.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
What I miss?
Rando tried to use ice knife, but rolled a natural 1.
Yeah.
So I had to decide how I was going to hurt him.
The one time I used this ability.
I've been seeing you use that since the pirate fight.
Yeah, I know, right?
On the
Nope.
bright on the bright side,
fight that I wasn't there for?
Oh, you were there for that one.
No.
Oh yeah.
Which one?
Oh, fuck, you're right. You're right. That was pre-AVOC days.
Yeah.
I mean, I
wasn't
missed
even
the
there
first
for the
game.
spell.
on that note, the distraction has been successful with the damage that the one on the right has taken. He is now screaming and writhing in agony. The other one, who has taken some damage and sees this Goliath charging towards him, pulls out a small black device from his coat that looks kind of like a small octagon with a little red glyph on it. He presses it, and this large alarm begins to sound from the octagon in his hands. And then you watch as a bunch of people begin to rush forth down the gangplank towards you. Now, luckily, in previous encounters with the Shardborne, you have done some damage to them. There aren't as many crew members as initially started the race, but you are still currently looking at about 10 people total, including the 2 that you are currently beating the hell out of, that will be confronting you. So there's 8 individuals joining the fight now.
This looks like fun.
We've taken
I
it
should stay for the distraction. That sounds awesome.
For those in aerial reconnaissance right now, you can safely assume that the distraction has worked very well and the ship is pretty empty.
All right.
You don't know if that was
everybody.
everybody, though.
We have an escape ready for this.
Who needs to escape and what do you have getaway to leave behind?
Fair enough.
You guys are good, right?
Yep. Let's do this.
And of course,
Before you can even finish the let's do this, Aura drops you.
All right, I grab the little guy as I prepare to slow fall.
Oh,
I use the umbrella of Poppins to slow myself.
to feather fall down?
Yes.
Hold on, wait, a feather fall affects 5 creatures. Are you not going to use it on anyone else?
I offered earlier, but no one said they wanted it.
I thought that item only affects yourself.
Nope.
It can affect up to 5 creatures. He's only ever used it on himself, though.
Oh, man, that can hit me.
He's
I can
only used
profile,
on himself and has had his spine snapped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just hold everybody and we just gently glide down like so much Julie Andrews.
Travis quietly whispers to himself as to not give away the position. I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
I mean, I am the fucking
I was
Yondu of our
literally
group.
about to post the GIF.
Like, I'm the Yondu. I'm the heart of our group.
I would laugh if y'all reach the end of this campaign and Trappet's like, alright lads, it's time for me to finally reveal my true self. And it's like, what? And he begins to conjure forth this arcane stuff and he's like, my voice is actually southern, y'all.
Eldritch Blast.
That's a choice with Damon in the other game.
Yeehaw.
Like this. I actually sound like this.
Jesus Christ. So yeah, you all feather fall down onto a balcony at the top level, encountering little to no resistance because, of course, you all still have Pass Without a Trace active on you, and you glide down safely.
All right. As soon as we land, Avok's going to just stop concentrating on enlarge and just return to his normal size.
Gotcha. You are now back to normal size, and Pass Without a Trace is still going. Jersh is like, okay, so I don't suppose a ship like this would have like a map or a directory.
I think. What was her name? Melody? Misty?
Melody Keel.
Thank you. I think Melody said something, or I think she said something about applying it to the core at the top of the ship. Is that right? Does that sound right? Travis, you examine the thing. What do you know?
That's correct, right, Walker?
Yeah, the core at the top of the ship would be considered a conflux point. It would be a safe bet to install a crystal there. And luckily you all, with where you paradropped in, you are not far from it. You are maybe 2 floors down. So it wouldn't take a lot to traverse up there. You just want to be careful and observant. You don't know the layout of the ship nor if there's anybody still on board.
All right, let's go quickly but stealthily.
Hey, and after we plant it, we'll blow the fucking thing up just to be safe.
Fair enough.
So, just a question. So, what? I don't know how things operates in your group, but do you all determine a marching order, or?
I'll go first. I got the best eyes in the group.
He's also the broadest, so, he'll take the most damage.
Yeah,
That is a good point. Yes, I would like you to take the brunt of attacks for us.
I'll be in the middle, you bring it to the rear, my friend.
Okay, I'm fine with this.
All right, let's do this.
Okay. I need all of y'all to roll me an investigation check.
Investigations.
That's a decent roll.
Plus 10 because it passed without a trace.
Yeah, because that's how that works.
Ghetto 20, Walker.
Okay,
20?
good, because I got an 11.
I cast guidance on Avok.
I've only rolled.
Okay, never mind.
Jersh got a 19.
Yes. Ghetto 20 for me.
So, with Jersh and Trappet's guidance, you all are able to quickly find the stairs on this floor and begin to navigate up the stairs. Additionally, as you are working your way up, as you get closer to where the core would be, you all do notice that there are traps that have been set on this machine to take out intruders that don't know the proper phrases or locations on these traps. But luckily, you are able to avoid them with your keen investigative eye. And you all arrive at the core room without any real difficulty, and there's no one interceding your path currently.
Okay. Do you want to apply the doohickey, or should I? Do you want to just do it with Mage Hand?
Yes, I was about to say, we just use Mage Hand to apply it.
Okay, who's
Avok's-
using Mage Hand?
Avok's just going to do a quick perimeter around the room just to make sure we're alone.
Perception check.
Okay. Natural 1.
Okay.
We're definitely not alone then. But that
What?
one
No.
thing into existence.
Avok, as a matter of fact, is so confident he lowers his guard a little bit. He stays by the door, though, just to make sure no one comes in.
Like, I didn't say I was gonna roll, so I just feel like weird if I had, so I guess I'm not gonna roll in.
Hey, Avok, what's your AC again?
Oh, that's an unusual question. I'm quite confident there's someone in the room, but it's a 19.
So does a 22 hit?
No, it doesn't, weirdly enough.
But why would?
Yeah.
No one in the room.
I mean, there's nothing attacking me. I'm trying.
Neat. Jesus Christ.
That's a lot of damage.
Maybe not.
Sounds like. Because when Walker says Jesus Christ, it usually means a bad thing for us.
If this is a
If
this is a
fails, he goes, "Oh, really?" or "Oh my."
Avok.
if this is a projectile, I like to use deflect missiles.
It is very much not. Avok, you take 32 points of damage
Okay.
as a rapier is now protruding from your lower midsection through your abdominal. As you look behind you, and a robed figure with black crystals jutting out of their arm is now standing behind you and eyeing you all very angrily.
You said 32 points?
32 points, yeah.
Okay. Excuse me, that was rude, and I'm a bop him.
Okay.
Roll initiative.
Roll for initiative, yeah.
Does
Yeah.
that include those of us who are currently outside the ship?
No, because I have something different planned for y'all.
Oh yeah.
How
worried
far
I was
am
gonna get.
How far am I from Avok, by the way, at this point, Walker?
I
Did
said I
you?
was standing by the
He was
door.
standing by the door, and y'all. Did y'all proceed? Well, yeah, you would have had to proceed to the center of the room in order to install it with Mage Hand. So you and Jersh are about maybe 20 feet from Avok.
Okay. But I just said 24 because it was a nat 20.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
I don't think that really affects anything for
16.
initiative, but it's there.
Okay, and then for Jersh's initiative. Okay, so Jersh is going last.
Oh no.
On that note, you. So Trepid, you're first. What do you want to do?
I'm assuming Avok got hit, so what do I see with my elven eyes?
You see the same thing that I described a moment ago. That Avok is standing there with a rapier protruding from his abdomen, and kind of behind him, almost as if they're using him for cover, is a black cloaked figure with these black crystalline shards protruding from their right arm that is gripping the rapier.
And that's the only thing I see.
Hoist by your own petard.
Also, shit, I realized I actually rolled low on that damage.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, I missed a damage dice, but I'm not taking it back. 32 is what we're going to stay with.
Red, is that a GIF?
Nope, it's just an image on how Avok. Oh, I put it in the wrong chat.
Yeah, you did.
It's just a gif on how Avok is perceived in this world.
I just like that Trapit is pretty much hoisted by his own petard in this situation, using Avok as cover. Now Avok is now providing cover to an enemy.
Yeah. I do have a clear line of sight to this guy, right, though?
Oof.
You have clear-ish line of sight. I would say for the sake of this, Avok technically counts as half cover.
I mean, here's the thing. The attack I'm using doesn't really care about cover.
Neat!
It would be a dex save on his part because it's disintegrate.
Wait, on his or mine?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw that.
It's essentially a straight line.
One target. It is literally one target.
Oh, okay.
So since
Dang
I
it.
can partially see the guy, I can just cast disintegrate on him.
Okay, and he has to make a dex save?
Yes, he does.
Okay. What's the
But
save
he's still holding
DC?
with Avon, so his dex will be shit.
What's the save DC?
I don't know. You removed that from my sheet.
I did not. It should still be in your spellbook.
No, it is on 0 now.
Go to your spellbook page.
Yeah, I'm moving around. I had it on the main page, but 17.
Add 2 because of your focus.
Oh yeah, so 19.
Okay.
Putting it at the front page just to be safe.
What happens if he succeeds?
I believe it's
He
half
takes half.
damage.
Neat.
So he takes 10d6 plus 40 halved.
And just as a question, evasion means that if it's a dex save and they succeed, they take no damage, correct?
Oh
correct.
no!
Cool! So as you unleash Disintegrate,
Does evasion work on?
If it's so long as it's a dex save.
as you unleash this spindly blue faint ray of energy that rips forth from your palm, you watch as this dude literally grips the rapier tightly with both hands and jumps full force, lifting himself up into the air. As the beam strikes forth, he moves out of the way of it just in time, and then lands on the other side of Avok, but is still gripping his weapon.
Oh, fuck this bitch.
I mean, say what you will, the dude's got style.
Hold on. I'm about. I'm not moving. I'm about to. I'm sorry, Avok in advance.
Well, I know what that means.
Like I'm trying to. I'm not going to do fireball if I can help it.
Yeah, because it's a dex save, and we just learned the hard way.
Yeah. Yep. Fuck it. Blight.
Okay.
I took this spell entirely because of Avok, and I never get to use it.
And that's a Constitution save, correct? On a single
Yep.
target?
Yep. Or could have done Yondu's Lance, which is 14d6.
And your save is a 19?
Yep.
So that's a 19 exactly. Because he has a +0 Constitution, and I rolled a 19. So how much... It's half damage, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll the damage.
This guy's gonna die so hard.
But he has con evasion, which means whenever he has to roll a Constitution save,
No,
You know what? After all these games, I wouldn't be surprised. Alright, let me get.
Someone please, only Damien has that ability.
Like, I was legit tempted to just, like, you know, fuck it, fireball, level 5. Just see where Avok lands after that.
But if he made it, he would have taken no damage.
Same with Avok. Monks have evasion too.
Oh wow, that's something I'll never see in my life again.
Max damage?
On a roll of 4d8s, that's 5d8s. I'll never see that again in my fucking life.
48, that's 5D. What?
It's an 8d8 roll for necrotic damage.
Oh,
okay.
8D8.
I was gonna
thought you
say,
said-
So I rolled 5d8s. I rolled 5 8s out of those d8s. The others, or not.
the others were 4?
Because
Because I'm trying to figure out where that 4 came from.
Same.
He was just counting how many he had rolled already.
Okay.
Okay.
And so he miscounted the
So-
first time.
32, 46.
Man, 45?
Fire, 6 plus 5. So, 51, and then have that.
You said 51 halved?
25, 26.
Yeah, so he takes 25 points of damage.
All right, that was my. I have a move. Would you allow me to just quicken spell and just blast a fucker again out of just pettiness?
Technically, quicken spell is a bonus action, so yes.
Good.
Burn your sorcery points.
I Trap it as being very, very petty on this one.
In my favorite words ever that I never get to use, do it.
All right. Yondu Lance is an attack roll.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Can he? Wait, before I'm not asking you. I'm asking other DMs. Will evasion work to avoid a range attack roll?
It does
doesn't-
not.
It only works on dex save.
Okay, cool.
Although rogues are
They do have uncanny
pretty
dodge.
good. Yeah, they do have uncanny dodge.
So should I not do a range attack spell?
No matter what you do,
There's
you can't
no
use it.
matter what you do, he's gonna find a way to try and get out of as much damage as he can.
Cut out. He's gonna find a way to.
Uncanny
Try and
dodge,
get
if
out
I
of as much
recall,
damage
works
as you
only
can.
on weapon attack rolls.
No,
Let me
it's
double
the same
check.
spell.
Damage at all. Okay.
Oh wow.
Rogues, they don't have multiple attacks. They just have I'm a slippery fuck.
Yeah, they have ways to circumvent damage.
Yeah. So range attack should be okay against him, right?
Sure.
Fuck it, let's go for that. That's a natty 20, Walker, for Yondu's Lance.
Okay. So, as is my way, roll that damage and then add onto it the maximum damage that you could roll.
Walker, I'll let you do the math on the maximum. It's 14 d6s.
Jesus.
You made this ability.
I did, and I made it a 5th level spell because that makes things sort of easier.
Well,
Did you say 14?
14 d6s.
As a 5th level?
What? Well, or is that the doubling thing?
That is not the doubling thing.
10, 20, 25.
Because essentially the way the way Yondu's Lance was created is by taking Scorching Ray, essentially, which is 6d6, and meshing it together into a singular projectile, and then strengthening it. So
That's a 61 before doubling.
so before adding, so you said it was 61
Yes.
plus the maximum, that comes out to 145 points of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
And since he
Oh,
has
I'm missing
evasion,
2
he can
die.
cut it in half.
One sec, I miscount. I'm missing 2 die.
Evasion only works on dex saves. You're talking about
Not
uncanny dodge?
uncanny dodge, yeah, whatever.
Add another 9 to that, Walker. Because I forgot to. I miscount die. I had 12, not 14. Sorry.
All right, 77 points of damage. So how do you want to do this?
I want it to go through the blade is sticking out of Avok's chest, and just go straight at the blade and just incinerate him from his arm, like all the way through his whole body.
The bait's not in me anymore.
Okay.
No, it's still in you.
Okay.
Alright, cool.
He
That
basically
works.
did like a rotation to spin his body to the other side of you. Okay. As you unleash this ability, and it converges on the tip of the rapier of this dude's weapon, and then begins to essentially spiral energy its way up through the blade itself and through your ally to reach its intended target.
I imagine I take the 77 as well.
Not quite.
Oh no.
'Cause-
I didn't think about doing AVOC damage.
Yeah, you didn't.
Because does Avok have uncanny dodge?
Oh shit! No.
I don't.
I want to do it. I'm just gonna aim for his face then.
It's already been said. It's been done. It's been put out there.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you specifically said I hit Avok.
No, I was like, oh, it would just like
I heat the metal in his stomach.
Like my thought was like, oh, it'd be like a needle, like with projectile just going through.
It is.
sword.
It is not.
Heated up, that's being heated up to how many Kelvin?
I don't know why I will initiative.
So it rips out the other side of Avok, and as the person releases their blade to try and jump away, as they see Avok's body drop, as Avok is now unconscious,
How much damage do I take? Because I can.
145. You take full.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
He walked away. He fucking walked away.
I am genuinely sorry. I did not think that through. I was like, hey, it'd be like a little like, needle going through the sword.
Maybe instead of converting your move action to also deal extra damage, you let the guy who's a monk have a turn to hit things, since he hasn't fought anything in like 6 combat encounters.
I'm sorry. I didn't. I was just trying to like not have like.
I'm dead. What?
No.
I'm full dead.
No.
Hold up.
Hold on. How much damage was that total?
140.
So,
Okay,
see,
I'm
here's
not-
the thing.
I'm not outright dead.
Yeah, no,
that's
because
what I was-
you would have to like because it would have to exceed your max HP in addition to knocking you unconscious.
I'm sorry. That's why I was a little.
Dude, I'm so sorry.
Irate.
I did not think that it would do that. Like again, I'm
So
sorry.
it
I'll
kills
just-
the
I'll
rogue.
just leave. I'm sorry.
No.
I mean, it's
That escalated quickly.
yes, it did.
Yep.
Ooh boy. Oh boy. Okay.
Dude, I'm sorry. I missed. I did
sorry,
the.
like they're right. Like I shouldn't have like. tried
No,
to-
it's
Yeah, like,
it's a miss. It's fine. It's fine. I overreacted.
No, I didn't think things through. It's on me. No,
Hey,
you're-
dude.
you're fine. It's on me.
50-50.
But no, like I do kill still. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna.
Dude,
hold back
please,
from
please stay.
So that enemy is dead, and Avok is currently unconscious. However, while you are engaged in this trade of blows, Jersh begins to install Jersh rushes over to Avok and is like, yes, I see what you did there. I have this. And he slaps Avok's wound, spare the dying. Avok is conscious and stable.
Okay.
You had a cleric, like there wasn't
Dude,
any.
It's fine. It's fine.
Like,
Yeah.
I again, I overreacted because I misunderstood the damage that hit me. I thought it actually outright killed me.
again, you have a cleric. Everything's fine. We're gonna proceed.
Yeah.
So while this is happening, the crew outside.
Trap is just gonna pass like Avok a greater healing potion. Just like
Appreciated.
quietly. Sad about that. Didn't think the sword would, melt you. Sorry.
And we return to the group outside. So, since there is a large convergence of enemies and rolling initiative for all of this would be a lot to do for this session, and I really don't want it to be like crazy combat heavy. What I'm going to do is I just need you and Rando to tell me what you all are going to do to stem the tide and basically keep them occupied while your crew does what they need to do. And then I'm going to roll essentially to resist whatever your efforts are.
Okay, simple enough.
Easy peasy. So, Rando, with your wand of polymorphs and your various other items and terrifying tools that you have at your disposal, how are you going to ruin my day today?
Here's the thing, I try really hard not to ruin people's day. Let's see here. That's a dick move. I could use that. Nah.
I love how he's like, that's a dick move. I could use it, but nah.
I'm just gonna use a moonbeam.
Okay. Where are you calling down the moonbeam?
Level 3.
Where are you calling down the moonbeam?
In between all of how far apart are all these guys?
I mean, a lot of them have come down the gangplank now, so they're spread a bit apart, but they are still relatively close together. You could catch maybe 6 of them.
Approximately, are they 5 feet apart, you say?
I would not say. Is it only a 5-foot diameter?
Yeah, so I'm probably not going to use that one if they're all doing their thing. So instead...
I thought Moonbeam had a bigger diameter.
Nope, it's only 5. Let's see, Call Lightning's a fun one. But I use that one a lot.
It's a 5-foot radius. That's a 10-foot diameter.
Oh, 10-foot diameter.
I mean, a 5-foot radius is still small.
Yeah. I'm just looking at all these, what's the radius of, Ice Storm again? I feel like I should know this.
Jesus Christ. A lot. 20-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder.
Okay, well, I think we know what I'm gonna go with.
So you're basically summoning Fireball with altitude. Got it. Where are you? You just centering it right in the middle of everything?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see on the location of where this would be. Okay, good news. Rando, Merrick, you're outside the range. So you're not going to get hit.
Okay.
What's the saving throw? It's a dexterity, right?
Dexterity save, yep.
What's your save DC?
My save DC. Fuck, why can I never remember that? It's 10 plus, or is it 8 plus or 10 plus?
8 plus your proficiency plus your wisdom modifier.
Why can it?
Additionally, it's in spellbook.
Oh, save DC 16.
There we go. So all your enemies fail. Time to roll for Stone, who is in the middle of all that.
Oh. God damn it. He's fine. He's fine.
So it's a dexterity.
Yep.
Cool. Roll damage.
Okay, so that's 46.
46 and 2d8.
Yeah, good times. Monster restoration, call lightning, dispel, blight. Nice turn. Back here. It just so happens I have a bunch of fun dice here. Alrighty, here we go. Whoop. Okay, I lost a D8. I'm just gonna roll another one until I find that one. Oh, that sucked ass. 6, 7, 8, 11 plus my modifier, which is a 4, so that's 15.
Okay, 15 on the bludgeoning or the cold?
Oh, this is all together.
Total.
Yeah. That's why I said this sucked. I literally got 3 ones.
So on
What am I
how
rolling?
how much bludgeoning damage is that? Like on the 2d8, how much was that?
4.
Okay, so Stone takes 2 points of bludgeoning damage, and then 11 points of cold damage, as the rest of them take 15 damage total, because he, in his rage, has resistant to bludgeoning damage.
I wish I kept the other one.
I mean, bright side, you've made the area difficult terrain until the end of your next turn, so if they try to retreat back onto the ship, they're not going anywhere fast. So you, even though you didn't do a lot of damage, you still did a lot to help your allies on the ship. Merrick, what would you like to do?
Okay, are the enemies still alive after that?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I did not do enough damage.
Yeah, although any that are still inside outside the area of the ice storm?
There are not.
Okay.
Since it's a 20-foot radius, and he said the center of all the enemies, there was a good spot to catch all 10 of them.
I was going to try to throw a guy into like the nearest shop to start a riot for the cops to show up. But since that's no longer viable unless I yeet myself, I'm going to look for the slowest moving looking one of them and finally get to cast Sacred Flame.
Okay. You find that guy. It's a dex save, right?
Yep.
What's your DC?
My DC for my cleric shit is 15.
They don't succeed. How much damage do they take, good sir?
Okay, it's 1d8, then it goes up to 2d8 at 5th, and 3d8 points of radiant damage. A 1 and a 2 and another 2. So, yeah, that's not the best damage ever. 5 points of damage.
So as you call down your Sacred Flame, the first time you have done this, I realize that for the most part you've been casting spells that don't... You've mostly been casting Guidance, and the only other spells you've cast really are Cure Wounds, which for the most part just kind of is a healing aura of energy. This is the first display of magic, essentially, that Merrick is showing. As with all my spellcasters, Merrick, what colors would you like your aura to contain?
For Merrick, it's primarily silver.
Okay. So is it just the whole thing is pure silver?
Yeah. Silver with like the core of the flame being a warm a yellowish that kind of like
Okay. Like
the
a
sun.
warm golden hue.
Yeah.
Okay, so as this gold and silver flame erupts and towers down from the heavens on top of this individual, they take 5 points of damage.
Merrick just sees that, goes, I'm still getting used to that.
And now we cut back to the party inside the tower, as you all have been graciously given a lot more time.
Avok is rolling on the floor. It's going.
Look, I brought the
Avok,
healing magics, but I did not bring the aloe vera. That is on me.
Sorry about that, Avok.
What happened? Everything just went white, and oh god, did he do magic? What was that?
Yes, his sword exploded while I was inside of you. Don't worry, we took care of it.
Stupid exploding swords. Gah.
Yes,
melted
this is
while I was inside of you.
this is the things that happened.
I just passed Jersh like a platinum coin.
Jersh gratefully pockets it.
We'll go get to the end of the campaign. Chubb's going to heroically sacrifice himself. Avok's going to be his scream like, he was the greatest man I know. You know that one time he actually killed you? The son of a bitch! Hey, I just realized something.
Yeah, you paid Jersh a platinum coin for agreeing with you, but you didn't buy his silence forever.
I just realized something. Trapin and Avok are now once again tied for deaths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
Like I felt so horrible. I was
Well,
like, oh my God,
okay.
I
First
killed
off,
him.
again, you're not dead. You were unconscious. Avok has yet to die a second
Oh,
time.
damn it.
You are still.
though.
I have to do like a considerable amount of damage to kill you.
Again, like in my mind, I was like, Komi was like anime rule of cool things, like there's like a thin line of just, you know, it goes up the sword and just like out through the back. Like, yeah, there's enough metal there to protect Avok.
And
No.
I will
man.
admit I probably did also rule it a bit poorly, because the technical ruling on Yondu's lance is that it goes through multiple targets, which is
Yeah.
why I ruled that it damaged Avok, because you specified where it was going. But technically speaking, if it killed the rogue, Avok shouldn't have taken as much damage as he did.
Yeah.
So that was
the sword.
that was on me
my,
too.
That was my thought.
Hey, first time using the spell, or... like,
First time
how
using
you-
the spell to attempt to kill someone
Yeah.
versus
how you-
shooting a ship.
Still working the kinks out. No big deal.
Live and learn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next
Also,
time.
we need to go over what level it is, Walker, because you have it listed on my sheet as a 4th level.
Shit, it's supposed to be a 5th level.
Yeah, I was looking like, well, you said 5th. I'm like, wait, what?
I don't know
You
why it's in
have it
there,
on my
but
sheet
yeah,
as a
it's
fourth.
supposed to be a 5th. We'll fix that later.
I'll just mark that I use a 5th level slot then.
All right.
Because I think when we made it, I was at 4th level spells. It just took like a bit for us to.
Yeah, I couldn't for whatever
Adding
reason.
it.
I think I actually, for whatever reason, wouldn't actually let me add it. So I had to, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, you all are there now, and the core is hovering above you all, thrumming faintly with energy. Gonna mage hand it up there.
Yeah, I'll mage hand it up there.
All right. You mage hand the crystal up into the core. I need you to make me 2 checks:
Okay, what do they make?
Arcana and Sleight of Hand.
Let me do Arcana first. Okay, guys, guidance myself first.
I will allow it.
Sleight of hand one. What's up?
I said I will allow it.
Okay. Well, the first one's a nat 20.
Okay.
Second one is 17 plus. Let me roll 1d4. Ah. This is just sleight of hand, by the way.
All right.
3 plus. What's my modifier? Sorry, my computer's like freezing up horribly because it's. Oh wow, I have an 8 modifier in sleight of hand. I rarely have used this. So that's a 28 on sleight of hand. And with the nat 20 on Arcana, that's a 23. My Arcana is not great.
All right. That was just good enough to get what you needed. So you are able to properly insert the crystal and get it to mesh so that it begins to take effect.
Okay.
You watch as the crystal is inserted. The red glow from the crystal begins to spread to the core. As you watch it then flicker and die as red lines of energy begin to arc out across the ship itself. And you begin to feel the ship shudder violently. What do y'all do?
You said the atmosphere around us is shaking violently?
No, the ship itself
The ship,
is
that's what I
shaking
meant, I'm
violently.
sorry. Okay, we should leave. I'm going to cast Pass Without Trace one more time. And we're at the top, like there's that opening that we know of. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to cast Pass Without Trace and call over to her. Trap it. Trap it! Eagle! Turn me into an eagle.
Is he here?
Oh, I think he bugged out.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, I can hear you now.
All right, sorry, I had to swap computers. I was asking though, could I just like polymorph both of them and just like into something small and just misty step off the boat?
How high? Oh wait, you got the umbrella. Never mind.
Yeah, I got an umbrella.
Yes, you could.
Still casting Pass Without Trace.
Yeah, I'm just gonna twin spell polymorph, turn both of them into snails, grab them, jump off the boat, misty step,
Okay.
and Mary Poppins my way down.
You do that. As the ship begins to shake and shudder violently, the rest of y'all on the outside, watch as it begins to crack and fragment. As the Shardborne turn around to like look at it, you watch as the ship begins to sink into the water that it is floating above, as the gangplank actually cracks under the weight of this ship that is now no longer floating through propulsion. It is just dead weight dropping through the air. Additionally, you all watch as the Shardborne begin to like convulse violently as they fall to the ground in great pain.
Good.
Rando, I think
I
this
didn't do
doll's
it.
finally hitting them.
I didn't do it. That was not me.
I'm your hero, y'all. Just Mary Poppining my way down.
All right, as you land safely outside the range of this snowstorm, ice storm, Lucky turns to the rest of y'all and is like, I suggest Jen say expeditious retreat. Not the spell, just the running.
Yeah.
Bail.
All right, you all begin to bail. As the Shardborne are now taken out of the race, and you hear a loud horn, followed by an announcement.
By the way, I'm also gonna, when I turn Ava back door, I'm giving him my last greater healing potion.
All right, cool.
I think that puts me down to just 2 superior, if my notes are correct.
They
Yeah,
should be,
it
yes.
Yes. Yes. Sorry. You're going to do an announcement, though?
Yes. So the announcement goes through, and you hear, "Ooh, tough break there for the Shardborne. It looks like their ship is completely out of commission, and they seem to not be doing so great either. With this cements the racers for D Block as the Platinum Wardens and the CCR. Congratulations, racers!"
Oh no! Now we gotta fight our friends.
Not yet.
And with that, you all actually see above your heads floating for a brief second is a small symbol of like a golden circle, and then it vanishes. With that, you all are locked into your block. You are safe from the race. You may now proceed through the rest of the water plane without fear of being eliminated.
Yay!
Huzzah! Now we just need to find something for Rando to
Time to go
mind
fight
with.
that shark.
Yeah.
You gotta fuck a whale.
Now y'all just gotta, go to the most dangerous place in the water plane.
Probably might be a Leviathan.
All right, challenge accepted. Let's go, boys.
All right. As you all proceed back to your ship,
Am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
Yeah, yep.
Yay! Yay for technical difficulty.
Can Avok not be a snail anymore?
I said I reverted you and gave you
Oh.
a greater healing. My last greater healing potion.
And yeah, I did hear the greater healing potion.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was watching the communist lolly.
It is kind of amazing.
Did you roll that or should I?
No, he just handed you the potion.
Yeah,
Oh.
I was gonna let you take it. Travis
Avok is
has like one
taking
of those like tsundere anime moments. Just, yeah, sorry I killed you and everything.
What are you talking about?
I mean, sorry that the Shardborne man killed you, and I did nothing to protect you.
Yeah, next time.
Cry.
It's okay, Trevor. We all can't be as strong as me.
again, knocked unconscious, but all right.
We're just kidding around.
All right,
Yes, we
so
failed communism.
as you all
Another defeat for the proletariat.
as you all begin to proceed back to your ship, the CCR look at you, and Lucky says, well, I believe that has been enough excitement for one day. I shall bid you all adieu. We shall meet you all on the plane of ice.
Good luck.
Have fun.
And with that, I'm just going to go ahead and move the CCR over to the plane of ice, because
Right.
I'm lazy.
So with that said, I think Avok and Merrick need to take a long rest since I'm out of spells, and
How long are we allowed to stay here if we've been guaranteed a slot?
I
That's a
mean,
good point.
technically, you all can reach the finish line whenever you want. You just are going to want to get there
Preferably soon.
preferably soon, yeah.
right.
We can, if you guys want. I still have a good chunk of my spell slots. We could travel, and everybody else could rest.
Merrick does want.
Both of them take like 4 hours to get full health.
I can just take a short rest and just roll hit die.
No, trap
We-
it forces you down into bed. No, sleep, rest.
I
I need my favorite meat shield.
Hey,
I mean, to be fair, I have a higher AC and more hit points than Avok.
you do, yeah. I'm just
I'm
here for
ki-
stealth.
Like if we want to travel, I say, since my spell slots are the higher use, like I've used more than Rando, I say we let him get the first rest, so he'll be at full, and
Yeah,
then we'll
don't know
split
if this
it
is-
4 hours, and I'll get mine.
Well, we don't know if this is going to be a combat situation. The last time, like the other thing was just we had to answer some riddles.
That's true.
I'm just worried, like,
I mean, if it's combat,
we might get
let's
like
go.
gang laid by, I don't know, water lowly serpent or something.
Well, we're not allowed to get hurt anymore because we.
But he means like environmental threats.
Yeah, environmental damage.
Oh,
Like,
I
again,
misunderstood.
like the phoenix we fought. I feel we know that, again, there might be like some sort of like kraken creature.
Misunderstood. Okay. But still,
If
yeah,
that's
I
the
can.
case, I would like to spend like a long rest where we can all heal up, so we are all able to help each other out if that's possible. But if we all just want to get moving to the plane of ice, then American, I don't need my spells, so I can hold out. But you just want to get a short rest then?
A short rest so I can heal and regain key points. It's not going to. Doing that's not going to give me back in Lodge because I can only cast that once a day. But but I would get my key back.
Yeah, it's
I'd
just
like
get
for
yourself
Rando
back in the
to
fight.
get- since you have the Elven Trance also, right, Rando?
You know I have cure wounds, right?
Yeah, but
I know. I'm just thinking like you get your spell slots back.
I mean,
Yeah,
he only spent the one spell with Ice Storm.
I only used 2 spell slots, my dude.
So
Yeah, I
the only
think-
one who needs to get spell slots back is me.
Yeah.
Well, Chapit, how is Chapit on spell slots?
I have burned through 1/5, my only 6, and 2 4s, and a 2.
Hmm.
And a
Dude,
1.
you take the long rest, my dude. You need it more than I,
I mean,
do.
Chapit can like spend sorcery points to buy back his slots.
Yeah, that's the thing. I can basically just recycle my first levels and seconds I rarely ever used into getting to high levels.
Hey,
back.
Walker, can us bickering count as like us traveling over?
Sure.
Well, I mean, we're all
Can this
doing
go
like
to
a
short
American-
Yeah, this is y'all traveling through the city. Sure.
This is us taking a short rest to argue who needs to take the long rest, while Cutter's taking initiative and steering the ship onwards.
Yeah, Avok's just like, I just need an hour and I can get my key points back and rest up.
I just wanted Rando to be ready because I only have 1 electric spell and he has a few more. I'm more of
I got plenty.
kind of guy.
I'm good.
We'll
I
be
got
fine.
No, can you like what you do with your sword and your blood? Do you have lightning for that?
Yeah, I have lightning and ice left. I also have radiant.
Okay.
That being said, I was looking actually into modifying my.
No, I mean, can you do that now? Is that something you?
Oh, I can do that whenever.
Okay. In that case, is it okay if Avok takes the short rest?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead, dude.
I was talking to Walker.
I'm sorry.
Is it okay if Avok takes a short rest?
Yeah, you can take a short rest.
Okay. Rolling all of the hit die.
Sorry.
Dude, water under the bridge.
Yeah, I know. It's still
Time plus tragedy equals comedy.
Exactly.
like if I kill another player character, I want to be intentional.
Dude, I'll make you a pact. If Chapik kills, gets in a blood fight with Avok, give me all you got.
All right?
I was just mad-
You're asking for it, and same there.
Okay,
Here
yeah.
comes the blows, you know.
I was just mad because it was friendly fire without intention.
Yeah, no, I was like, rule of cool. But fuck, it blew
I
him
get
up.
ya, but yeah. Much like Rule of Cool, it backfired horribly.
It really did. But if we ever come to an actual fight, I'll fucking kill you.
I feel like Merrick would be the first one out in that fight.
Anyway,
Storm.
Nothing. Saying that I think Merrick would be the first one to lose that fight. If we ever had a PvP with the group.
anyway, so y'all said you were doing a long rest.
Short rest.
Okay.
I thought we were doing like a short rest while we're on the boat, like they're taking
Yeah.
rest, you know?
Okay.
If anything happens while you're resting, Avok, we'll let you know.
Alright.
Okay.
Spent all of my hit die, but I'm back to full.
Nice.
All right. So, as you all proceed on your way, y'all were heading straight for the Isle of Dread, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's the way we need to take in order to get to the ice plane, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, it's on the way. It's not like the direct route you all have to take, but it is on the way. As that is going on, I'm going to go ahead and move some people here. There we go. All right.
What's the team that has the teeth for their emblem?
Those are Strahd's servants, which reminds me, I actually have to roll real quick
Sorry, it just reminds me of the
for percentile
emblem that
dice.
Taka used like forever for his avatar.
Let's see.
And I just kind of throw him like, wait, what?
Okay. So funny you should mention them. With the percentile dice I rolled, you all hear another loud gong as an announcement goes through saying, "Ooh, and that's why we love it, folks. No holds bars, every man for himself. You gotta do what you gotta do to secure your team or those you think you can beat. It looks like Strahd servants were taken out of the race by the soon risen." And you watch as you see this ship essentially made entirely out of this bone-like substance with these black iron plates cruise by at this insane velocity and shred through this large coffin-shaped vehicle, and as it rips through, you then watch as the port sides open up and broadside cannons shred the remains of the ship. And they are taken out of the race, and then they go, "This now cements B block racers Coin Trick and the Talons. Coin Trick and Talons, you are free to proceed." And now we'll pick up with you guys as you approach. Sorry. As you approach the Isle of Dread, it is one of the few areas on the water elemental plane that has these pockets of air where you can surface. So as you all proceed through, you all surface in this area, and you see this large raging storm across the entire area for about roughly 100 miles in any direction. It is this vast storm. And as you all are witnessing this, it is coming down sheets of rain. Like, the sea is exceptionally turbulent, and Cutter is like got a vice grip on the wheel to hold it steady. And you see flashes of light and hear these loud booms for what you would normally perceive as thunder, but as your eyes begin to adjust, having been in the dark of the ocean so long, you begin to see clearly that these are not claps of thunder and lightning. These are rifts opening between the planes. Sporadically and quickly all across the Isle of Dread, these rifts tear open violently, making a loud cacophonous boom and a flash of light into whatever, as the rift shimmers with arcane energy, as the portal you can see to whatever plane it is currently opening to, before slamming shut again and snapping open in a different direction with a different plane. It seems to have no real pattern to it, and it seems exceptionally erratic. And as you are watching this on far, you see the Astral Ravagers, the Githyanki pirates you met earlier, who Merrick persuaded to enter a temporary alliance with to help fight the Artifact Hunters, which is now null and void, fly overhead on this very large astral ship. And as they are gunning it to try and get through the Isle of Dread, trying to cut across the mainland, you watch as a rift very quickly ahead of them opens and then snaps shut, splitting their ship in half, as one ship, half of it is shunted to another dimension and the other half explodes and crashes down on top of the island.
Hey, let's not do that.
Well,
as the area still contains a great deal of turbulence, Rando, would you like to try and commune to find whatever creature you are supposed to meet here?
Interesting question. Do I have any interesting feats?
We would say this would just be a wisdom check with proficiency.
With proficiency?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it'd be the same as a wisdom saving throw, basically.
Alrighty. Oh, not 20!
Nice.
Excellent.
So altogether a 28.
So as you begin to meditate on the ship to commune with nature and feel out the presence of this creature, you sense it very close and very immediately. It is just like the area around you. This place is rife with elemental chaos and turbulence, and there is a lot to it. But as you begin to meditate and concentrate, you begin to feel that even in all this chaos, there is a flow. There is an order of things, a state by which this matter consistently changes and shifts. Because of all things, water is representative of fluidity. It is an element of adaptation and change. And as you focus and meditate on this and begin to concentrate on that aspect, you begin to sense this creature drawing close around you. I need everyone to make me perception checks.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Also natural 20.
I think 14.
14, okay.
Perception set, right?
Yep.
Is it 920? So total
14.
26.
32.
26, 32.
Jesus.
19.
Fucking expertise skills, man.
Yep. All Dude,
right.
rogues.
Trapper needs to take at least a couple of levels of rogue.
No.
I think you get expertise at second level.
You'll be
You get 2 expertise at second and 1 additional one at level 6. No, 2 additional ones.
Okay. All right.
Hey, Buck, what do you see with your impeccable eyes?
Water.
Nothing.
And a shark.
What?
Bottom.
A megalodon eats us.
Bottom.
As you all begin to kind of like look around you, you begin to see circling in the water around you small little ripples that begin to form slowly and cautiously as they begin to as you watch very slowly as tentacles begin to weave their way up the side of your ship.
Oh shit, my
Oh,
boy's
boy.
gonna fuck a kraken. I'm so
Dude, I
proud.
literally typed it in when you said it.
I'm
And-
so proud of Rando. He's gonna fuck a kraken.
As
What?
they begin to coalesce the decks of the ship, you see a monstrous form begin to rise from the waves before you as its
Get one
maw
off his dad's
gapes
bucket list.
as its maw gapes viciously, and a roar emits from its maw, and before it can finish that, you hear the instant followed by a death gurgle as you watch as these solid jaws of water crush its windpipe instantaneously and drag it beneath the waves.
Not gonna lie, I was about to roll intimidation.
Against a kraken.
As the water around you begins to turn red, it then turns black. As you watch as this very large framed creature begins to rise from the waves, its head draconian and serpentine as its eyes begin to dart across you all, its body seeming to shift and shake, made of living water as its eyes are pure crystals of ice, gazing across you all, its teeth, sharp and vicious, seem to be almost like mist, changing their shape consistently and emitting this faint, freezing gale that begins to crest the bow of your ship, causing frost crystals to form in front of your face.
There's always a bigger fish.
It gazes upon you all and goes, "Who here calls?"
You're up, Rando.
I'm sorry, what did you say? I didn't quite catch that.
Who here calls?
You cut out every time at that end, and I feel really bad.
Who here calls?
Oh. Okay. My name is Rando. Mushroom.
Put a
Son.
little chest into it, boy.
Okay. My name is Rando. Son of Trapidossalin. And I'm on a journey to obtain the elements and become a master of them.
What qualifies you?
By my terms or your own? Because the last guy asked me the same thing, and technically I don't have to answer to you guys.
I am
According
not
to him.
here to judge your merit or your self-worth. I am here to judge what you intend to do with this power. You seek to claim the elements. They are not something to be wielded like blades or arrows or arcanum. They are power incarnate. They are the force of will. They are not meant to be wielded so crudely. So I ask you, what is your intention?
To keep balance to all planes. That is my goal.
It begins to snake its head around, gazing upon you all. And slowly snakes its head back and it goes,
You seek to maintain balance. There is no balance in the chaos, boy. There is only the change of state, the wrath of the elements, the constant flux of energy. What you call balance is not such. It is equilibrium. Balance maintains a state of positive and negative. It maintains a state of equality. Equilibrium is a scale act. It is the measuring between which things ebb and flow, rise and fall. It is not balance. It is the struggle.
Then show me. So that I may learn.
Very well.
make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh. Oh, no.
Can I give my son guidance?
No, let me
You
do
can
this.
try.
Let me do
Gu-
this.
I
Let
will
me
give my
do
son
this.
guidance.
Don't come near me. You'll get
Guidance
hurt.
doesn't work on saves.
No. Okay.
Okay. So 18 plus my dex. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Core stats, so 21.
Okay.
Did he try taking a
The
swipe at me?
second you ask him to show you, a tendril of solid water erupts from the waves, grips you by the torso, and drags you beneath. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Shit. Oof. Well. Fuck. That is a 14.
Okay. Rando, as he pulls you under, you're able to hold your breath for a good while. probably longer than you've had to hold it before, but the difference between this place and many others is that this place fights you. In most normal circumstances, you could swim to the surface, catch your breath, do something. But here the water fights you, it pulls you, it holds you. You look around and see the other life forms in the area, various fish and other wildlife, and they are kept at bay. You are in a solidified orb of water that pulls and holds you. And as you struggle, eventually you cannot hold your breath any longer.
Oh, I see. Oh.
You are drowning.
How far away is he from us?
You don't know.
I'm gone.
Oh, did he pull him off the ship?
He pulled him off the ship into the dark water. So you...
I cast Dark Vision on myself, and I jump in after him.
This is the lesson. This is the lesson.
Oh.
This is literally the lesson. He's not trying to drown me.
Or is he? I mean, Trapper
I
will
wanna
probably
see if I
jump
can
into this
breathe.
point.
You want to see if you can breathe?
I want to see if I can breathe.
Take a breath if you think you can.
I'm gonna take a breath.
Okay.
Oh no! You're just your dice.
Sorry, I have them in a shoebox, so they move around whenever I move the shoebox.
I can get you a cigar box if you want.
Oh, that's a lot of dice. That's a lot of dice.
It's a lot of damage.
Let's see.
You know, I thought this would have been a lesson.
You take 28 points of damage as your lungs fill with water.
28, you say?
Yep.
Ooh,
As you are literally choking.
Oh.
You are drowning.
The lesson. This is great. This is great. Let it happen. Me now. This is a terrible idea.
I'm literally carving Rando's name into my arm right now, so I won't forget him.
Oh.
So
My
can
son
Avok?
Rando.
Is it possible for Avok to try and swim to find him?
You gonna dive overboard?
Yep.
No.
Merrick wants to radio Rando. Have Shadow and switch with me.
I got this.
No.
Okay.
You radio Rando. You hear a lot of gurgling.
Can I? Like, I asked earlier, Walker, but can I polymorph into some sort of fish and jump over to try and find him? Make
You
sure he
can do
doesn't,
that.
Die.
Avok. Now, granted, Avok's already in the water. So Avok.
The thing about my transformation is I have to focus on it first, don't I?
There does need to be some form of mental concentration. Right now, you are currently drowning. So unless you can still your own panic at the fact that you are drowning,
Okay, what do I roll?
we're gonna say for the sake of this is going to be a wisdom saving throw because you are essentially calming yourself. Avok,
Nope, I'm freaking out.
you see him about 240 feet down.
I'm just gonna keep spamming Shadow Jump until I reach him.
I'm swimming down as like
Okay,
a marm or something.
What are the specifics of Shadow Jump? Does it have to be a shadow or is it just darkness?
I'll bring that up to you right now.
You have Step of the Wind and Cunning action, so...
I do actually, so I can use that as well.
Please don't risk your characters' lives for me.
No.
Dim light or
I'm trying to
darkness?
save you.
Dim light or darkness? Then yes, it will work for the sake of this.
Also, I will activate my Boots of Haste and Boots of Haste, Cunning action, and Dash action, which will give me a total of, let's see, that's 90 feet with Haste. Cunning action is 180.
Okay.
I just want, and he's in a ball of water.
From your perspective, he is just floating in the water. The only thing that I use, the reason I called it an orb or a sphere is because he's still in the water, but the aquatic wildlife keep their distance to a certain radius.
Cool. I have a potion of water breathing that Evok has yet to take.
Do you want to take it now?
Nope. Giving it to Rando.
Yeah. I was about to say, Walker, is there anything I can do while I'm down there?
You can swim at the swim speed of a fish, which I believe is 30 feet.
So it's not much. Okay.
You can get there in time, but it's not. It's
I
gonna
was
be.
going to try and do the same as Ava because I have a potion of water breathing also, but I polymorph, so I could potentially, not need it as much.
Okay.
America's just going to say a
But if
prayer
you give it to
Pelor.
me, you're gonna be stuck in the orb as well.
I can get out.
I mean, Trap is okay doing that for his son.
Okay, Merrick. As you're saying your quick prayer, you watch as your teammates dive overboard and one of them shapeshifts into a fish, and you watch as the Leviathan cocks its head in their direction and begins to slowly submerge.
Oh, the Leviathan's still here?
Oh yeah.
Oh, didn't notice that.
Guys, maybe now's not the right time. Wait, actually, Merrick, can Merrick ask the Leviathan a question?
Not losing another child.
Yes, you can
Yeah,
ask the Leviathan a question.
The Phoenix and the Turtle saw him worthy. Why? We both know what this boy's going to become someday. I have faith he's going to accomplish this task because I've seen it.
Sorry.
Just because something is written does not mean that the pages don't require ink. For that story to be forged, this trial must endure.
I understand. But look at the kind of loyalty he inspires. His friends and his father are willing to jump to their most likely their death to go help him.
This is not a trial of your loyalty or his ability to inspire it. This is a trial of his understanding.
And what is it that he has to understand? Ebb and flow? Chaos?
There is a price to things. Everything anyone ever desires comes at a cost. Good or bad, it is always required that exchange occur. He must be made to understand that the power he asks for does not come freely, and it does not come without its curses. There is no greater teacher than nature, no better understanding than suffering. We are taught through pain, and you, of all people, know this the best. So let this occur. The lesson is almost done.
Merrick is going to finish his prayer to Pelor and take a seat.
Okay. Rando, I need you to make me another Constitution saving throw.
Did Avak or I get to him with water breathing potions?
You have not gotten there yet. Because
Okay.
this is essentially I'm doing this in the format of a round. So y'all have used your movement. You are still not there yet. It's Rando's time.
19 con.
Okay. And what was your earlier wisdom saving throw?
10.
Neat.
Like I said, he is not calm at all now. Oh no. Oh no.
Okay. You take 42 points of damage.
42?
42 points of damage.
The answer to life, the universe, and everything.
This is the answer to the trial.
The point is, I have to be beat down to such a small amount, or I die.
Okay.
There's no if, and, or buts about it.
Additionally, you hear a voice.
Do you understand what it is that you ask? To wield this power, see how quickly it turns against you. How the slightest misstep can drown you beneath the waves of your ability. Do not seek to dip into the cup before you are ready. Do you understand?
Is this all in my head, or is it?
This
like,
is.
I actually can hear it?
You can hear it, but you could also hear it in your head.
I swear I have like an ability where I can communicate with animals. Where is that?
Does it require talking?
Well, I'm just like, I feel like I have.
You are
some...
hearing this telepathically as well as like in the
so
ground
I can
around
respond
you. Yeah.
back. I can respond back in my head. Okay. So in my head, I'm gonna say, with my own powers, I killed my own father. Do you honestly think I don't understand what I possess? I'm a ticking time bomb.
The orb begins to move towards the surface and engulfs Avok and Trap It along the way.
Oh, hey.
And you watch as this sphere of water extends from the ocean, rising through the air, and sets itself down on the deck as it splashes in all directions. You, Avok, and Trap It are back on the deck. Avok, or Trap It, do you relinquish your fish form?
I mean, otherwise I'm just, flopping on the deck, so I'm assuming I do.
Okay.
Last time I tried to help anyone.
It leans down to you, Rando, and says,
You made that error because, as stated, you tried to dip your cup before you were ready. I believe you have an inkling of what this power can do, but I needed you to experience firsthand the dangers of what you play with. You needed to know. As quickly as any power can be granted, it can be taken away or turned against you if you are not careful. The elements are not tools, they are living nature, dangerous and wild. And if you show weakness, we will crush you. Do you understand?
Rando's probably like sputtering and gagging. I get it.
it eases its serpentine body back, and you watch as its mouth opens, and this cool wind begins to kind of envelop the deck as frost begins to form across it. This frost begins to climb up your arm, and it burns deeply as on your arm there is another tattoo marking that you have passed the trial. And it
Thank you.
looks at you and it goes,
We have waited a long time for another to take these tests. I was certain that it would be soon, but I did not expect you would be the one taking them. My sincerest apologies, and I hope for your continued success.
and it sinks beneath the waves.
Congrats. Meg's just like sitting on it in his chair with like a little glass. Like, good job. You've now pleased the
Real
water
talk.
dragon.
Real talk. I wasn't gonna let either of you two give me the water potion.
Oh, that's cute that you think I was just gonna hand it to you.
I
Oh,
know.
this
You're
kid
gonna
didn't
try and
think I'd
force
give you a
it.
chance to refuse.
No, like, I'm telling you guys out of the game. Like I was straight up not gonna let you guys do it.
I know.
He would have spit it out.
Yeah, now we all draft. Merrick's the lone survivor of the team.
I like the fact that Avok's just like, great, the gang's all here, now we can die together.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, I low-key expect all of us to get ourselves killed, except for Merrick somehow. He's like this pissed off guy in like season 2 of Platinum Watch, just like, everyone I know died. I'm the lone remaining member of Platinum Watch. You're taking the watch, you little bastards.
I am
mean,
the
no-
wolf.
I mean, no lie, I pretty much designed Avok to die to some degree. I was like, oh, there's a person that needs to die for something to get accomplished. That's
I'm
him.
trying. I'm trying
Oh, well,
really hard
if you
not
want
to
that, I
get
can help you
Rando
out with
killed.
that, apparently.
I'm trying
I
really
mean-
not to get Rando killed, but like he does need to learn some lessons.
Like back in like season 1, he was a lemming.
Yeah.
All right.
Rando's it's come the longest. Like, dude's
I'll say-
becoming pretty badass.
Yeah.
On that note, I will proceed you all to the plane of ice.
As
Finally,
we're
a place
going,
trap will be useful
Can-
because of fire.
can Merrick pull Rando aside while they're on transit, or do you have something scripted that we need to touch on first?
If you want to pull him aside, you can. The scripted thing is going to come towards the end
Okay.
of this anyway.
Okay. Hey, Rando, can you and I talk for a quick second?
Yeah. Well, 1 second. Yeah.
Yeah.
He like clears his throat and like he gets all the water out.
Yeah. I wanted to talk to you about a few things that's happened these past few days. Firstly, the instance with Trappets.
What?
Don't beat yourself up. The one where he kind of got his spine snapped. Don't beat yourself
yeah.
up too much. That wasn't your fault. We were in a high stress situation, and I basically ordered you to do it. So you just following my commands. So that falls on me.
Yeah, we Trapper and I had to talk about that. I understand that the situation, but you still can't. It's like telling somebody, "Hey, don't feel guilty about this one situation," because we're still gonna feel guilty about it, but we gotta come to terms with it on our own. And I'm kind of working on that.
I'm glad to hear that you still feel a little bit guilty about it, to be honest. It was that you still have a conscience. I felt that way about myself after I first transformed for a few times when I was young. But about the deal we've made with that woman, Misty. Melody. Right, Melody, sorry. I keep
Melody.
forgetting.
Yeah.
Yeah, she scolded me last time. I'm glad that to hear how vocal you were about not trusting her, especially knowing, well, my track record with trusting people. So I wanted to do something I should have done from a long time ago. I want to officially appoint you as my second in command.
Oh. Okay. Not scripted.
No,
Okay, was not expecting that one there, my
You
dude.
son of a bitch!
Ivok's a friend of mine, but he has his own baggage, and Trappet, he's Trappet. I know we can expect great things from you, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if you're leading this team someday.
Are you sure? Like the others are way like they have like just as much experience as I do. Are you sure? If not, like obviously Trapit has more. He's easily
Yeah.
like 7 times my age.
Age doesn't always bring wisdom, which I think is the most important thing for a leader. Sure, Trapit has had a very long life, but that life has also weighed on him a lot. You can still look at things with a fresh objective, but you have a healthy level of cynicism. You're not too distrusting, but you're not gullible either.
I mean, when we first started all this, yeah, I was inexperienced to say the least.
I need someone who can counter me without being opposed to me. You're able to. You can keep the rest of us in check and keep us humble. Avok sees you as a brother. You're Trapit's son, and I see you as the guy who's going to pass all of us.
I mean, if you're sure, I'm not gonna say no. Because I mean, it's honestly an honor.
Thank you. Because I honestly have hardly any idea what I'm doing, but I want to make sure that this team has each other's back. Especially if something happens to me, we have a chain of command to follow.
Merrick, you know, I always got your back.
Thank you. And Merrick just gives him a hug. It's wet because I imagine Rando's clothes are still soggy.
Oh, I'm soaked, yeah.
Aw, Mary's gonna smell like wet dog.
Yeah, he is.
On that note, as you all begin to approach the plane of ice, you all are just passing over the threshold of the Sea of Ice into the Frostfell. As you hear another loud sound, denoting that another section of the race has been cleared for another group of racers. You see the screen come up once again, and you hear, "It was a nail-biter, folks, but you saw their ruthlessness. You knew they'd make it. The Soon Risen once again take out another racer," as you watch as an intense battle is raging as these two ships are locked in combat. The fiendish cruiser of the Glass Legion from the Nine Hells and the bone cruiser of the Soon Risen are locked like with hooks, drawing one another in as both their crews clash in full combat. Before you watch as the Soon Risen unhook themselves from the ship and begin to jettison away very quickly as the other ship explodes. And you watch as the devilish bodies begin to float beneath the waves as they all begin to drown quickly. And it's like, and with that, it seems our teams are locked in. When everyone has proceeded to the Frostfell, we shall proceed with the next announcement. And as you all, as all teams begin to slowly drift into the Frostfell, arriving on the plane of ice, you all are parked at the Racers Stadium, and if you all would like to do any last minute things, this is the chance to do it before I get into exposition-y stuff.
Trapit was gonna try and get a moment free with Rando if possible.
Okay. As you both meet in the hold of your ship, waiting on the other teams to arrive, you all may have a heartfelt moment or a not so heartfelt moment. Up to you.
Yeah, Trapper just pulls a gun on Rando and like, all right, give me the goods. No, we're
what?
not doing that though.
What?
Okay. Just set the stage.
He's thinking be heartfelt or not so heartfelt, but you know. Rando, just wanted to say that I might not be the best at expressing it, but I'm genuinely proud of what you're doing so far. You're doing things that I never even conceived of doing.
What do you mean by that? You've done a lot of things.
I've done a lot, but I never thought of, carrying the powers of elemental beings or, carrying the weight of this team for that matter.
Both of those were not exactly my intention when we started this.
Hey, but you carry both of them very well.
I mean, I got some broad shoulders.
They look rather narrow to me, but if you say so.
Okay.
Look.
Okay. Uh-oh, did he cut out?
Sounds like he may have.
Oof.
What happened? Sorry.
Oof. Hawk.
Come back.
Are you okay? Are you okay? Trap it.
Baby, come back.
Trap it, come back. You can blame it all on
Can you
me.
hear me?
Oh, there we go.
There he is.
Or sorry, secondary laptop for the win. I've never exactly been a good person, Rando. I've tried here and there to be, strong, upstanding citizen, but it's never exactly took. At the end of the day, I want you have the better parts of me.
Well,
You
I
have the
mean,
great chance, boy, to be something far better than ever could be.
obviously I have the best parts of you. You fell in love with my mom. So obviously there's some part of you that's still, ticking.
Hey, it pains me, but I know that I'm gonna let you down in the end. Because
Look.
I always do. That's my nature. Just don't let it be your nature, son.
Look.
You can do better.
Trap it. Dad,
Yes.
it's okay. I don't expect you to be infallible, okay? I just want you to be there for me, okay? That's all. And you've been doing that literally before I even knew you were actually my dad. You were there for me the entire time.
I suppose I can say you make me want to be a better person. I want to be the type of dad that I never had. My father, he was a drunk, a layabout. And I become that in my life, but I don't want to be that for you.
Well, maybe you can change your spots after all.
Hey, but sometimes someone's nature is not so easy to change. At the end of the day, I do want to be better for your son. Because I do think you can be better than me. Easily. I mean, all these elemental whatnots, they wouldn't be choosing you. And they're not seeing what lies within you.
Well, I
Just-
mean,
For whenever I inevitably let you down, I'm sorry.
Trap it. Can I say something?
Nyla.
Stop being afraid of what you can't do, and focus on the things that you can.
Hey, that's the problem. I'm all too aware of what I can do.
Dang it, Storm! I was being like, ah,
He was in the moment.
I know.
Is there anything else that y'all needed to say?
I'm just gonna give him a hug.
Drop it, kind of pats him on the back, just a little kind of sad, but just happy that he at least has a son. I do want the best for your lad, and I think it'll be the best of all of us. If anyone in Platinum Watch, you're the one I have the most faith in.
Well, I mean, I had a lot of good role models.
Hey, you got Merrick, you got.
Funny
Yeah,
enough,
well-
I even had I even learned from Malcolm as much as things happened between all of us. He definitely gave me some. He definitely taught me too.
Hey, I can see that. Anyway, lad, let us, I suppose we should get to the next leg of the race.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got a
I'm
race
pretty
to
proud
win.
of you, Rando.
Thanks, Dad.
Hey.
All right. As the final racers convene on this plot, you all are gestured over to a small stand, I guess is the best way to put it. It's like a little elevated platform with a segment for each team to stand upon. Each one as well marked magically with the insignia of your group. So you watch as the CCR steps up to their platform, all 6 of them. The group, the Thieves Guild members of Coin Trick, the remaining 7 of them step onto the platform. The Orochi Hunters, many of them stand off to the back, whereas the main leaders step up, the 5 commanders of their group. All 10 of the Talons stand aboard their platform. Of TNT Racing, Crow is the only one who stands on his platform, whereas his employees stand off to the side. And then of the soon risen, 3 individuals step onto the platform, whereas a larger horde of robed figures stand off to the side. And your group steps onto its platform, all 8 members. And last but not least, in the Artifact Hunter's place, Melody Keel is the only one who steps onto her platform. And you watch as a figure appears in the midst of the platform. They have kind of a pale visage, almost a light blue color, silver hair extending down to their ankles, a long black robe, as well as piercing blue eyes, and they kind of look over all of you and go, "Welcome to the final leg of this race. You all have worked very hard to get here and have done quite a bit. So, as is custom, you all will get some time, and then you will proceed into the next plane. There are a few changes to the format that we need to let you know about, and a few things as well that some of your racers have brought to my attention. First to speak will be Crow Alltime of the TNT Racing. And he steps forward on his platform and goes, "Yeah, so, promote TNT racing, and all that. And he steps back and he's like, quite. I believe there was another announcement you had, and he's like, I'll save it. And as he says this, Melody steps forward and goes, then I guess I'll go ahead and make my announcement then. She looks over the entire group of racers and then finally looks back to you all, specifically at Merrick, and then she smirks. Before turning to the man in the center and goes, the Artifact Hunters would like to formally resign from the Elemental Rally. And he goes, as is your right. Although this will leave an uneven number of racers. And Crow goes, right, yes, my announcement. I was only here for the publicity and to ensure that certain things got done. At this point in the race, TNT Racing will also be resigning to pursue better and more profitable pastures. Remember, folks, use this coupon code for 25% off at your local TNT. Crow All Time is the best. You're welcome. Oh, and he turns to you. Trap it. I look forward to your seed investment. Look forward to a wonderful TNT in the Platinum City soon.
Is that all one word?
Reach out to my investors back home.
Is that
Rando,
all one?
what's your cat girl named?
It was Anala.
Yeah.
Anala. She's handling our affairs back home while we're out here. So reach out to her.
calls
Give her
out.
this.
Wait.
Is that all? Is that promo code one word or multiple?
Yes, all one word.
Oh,
Crow All Time
thanks.
is the best. One word. No
Gotcha.
capitals.
No caps. Gotcha.
But Trap basically just gives him like a sealed letter that will allow Anala to divert funds to back their venture.
Gotcha. On that note, he turns to you all and says, well then, on that note, I guess it is time that we proceed into the rest phase. So, we shall get into that, and I shall, of course, give you the format notes before we get there. The changes to the format being that now that there are 6 of you, this will make things a lot easier for some of you.
Sorry, you cut out for me.
A lot easier for some of you. The first 3 to cross the finish line at the end of the air elemental plane will be declared the victors and will receive the prizes, whereas the other 3 will be eliminated. And before you get confused, when I say eliminated, I mean eliminated.
Oh, dead. Okay.
Oh fuck.
Horse.
Not dead, but your vehicle will be destroyed, and you will be banned from ever entering this race again.
Oh.
Was that on the fine print when we signed up?
I don't remember
recall.
that.
Yeah, I don't recall reading about that.
No, but the rules are variable.
Oh, this is kind of bullshit, but okay.
Additionally,
So I'd like to file a
Trap just
lawsuit
hits
after
Rando
this.
in the back of the head. Just like pops him back in the head. Quiet lad.
Am I wrong?
Quiet lad.
there are ways to secure your victory. In the Labyrinth Winds, there is a fortress. And there you can gain magical assistance in ensuring that your team is victorious. Specifically,
Infinite ladder, infinite ladder, infinite ladder, infinite ladder.
Jesus Christ, Zach. There we are. Sorry, I had to find it. If you wish, you may seek out Fate's Fall Castle. It isn't too far outside the city of Aqua in the Labyrinth Winds. Once you arrive there, you will be given the ability to use either boons or banes on either your team or your enemies. Choose properly, and the race will be a breeze. Choose poorly, and exiting the plane is the least of your worries. Now, on to the rest portion. It is my duty to inform you that for your rest, there is a challenge. You see, unfortunately, you all are entering this plane at various times, which means you all have various starting times. To ensure the fairness to all of our racers, we have devised a fun little challenge. Your rest will begin now. And he snaps his fingers, and you watch as the Orochi, anyone who is not on the platforms, collapses.
What? Wait, everybody just got knocked unconscious?
Everybody who is not standing on the platforms. So all of the TNT racing people, all of the cultists, all the people in the army of the Orochi hunters, the coin trick thieves guild members, all of them unconscious.
What about Melody?
She's standing on the platform, and so is
Damn.
Crow. And he looks at you all and goes, "You will face the reflecting pools. In order to proceed, you all will be given 3 days to rest. During such time, you must face your reflection in order to pass. Your team cannot leave this plane until all your racers are free of their dreams. If you fail to pass such time in the 3 days you are given, you are disqualified."
We have to face our what one more time, Walker?
A free what?
Your reflection.
Ah.
Oh, we have to fight ourselves.
I got kicked my own ass. Bitch has had it too good for too long.
Hold on. Does Rando say we have to fight ourselves out loud?
Sure.
At this, you watch as the figure in the center begins to laugh. "Nothing so crass, Mr. Mishorm. Nothing so crass."
I mean, why not? This group's pretty good at fighting
We've done it
themselves
before.
or hurting ourselves.
You see, that's not the point. The point is to be entertaining. So what fun would it be to see you all fight yourselves? We know your abilities. All it would end up being is a stalemate between you and yourself. No.
Yeah, right.
You're going to fight that which you can't defeat on your own.
Actually, we're fighting it alone.
That's the entertainment.
Alright. We've all had our fair share of coming on top on rigged fights. Let's do this.
You know what? It's funny you say that. I've been itching for something like this. I was actually going to look for a fighting pit This appeals to me.
Well then, I'm glad that I appealed to you. As he says this, you watch as the talons begin to slowly try and back off the platform. As they do, he extends his hand towards them and they all collapse instantly. Now then, for those of you who are not attempting to flee, and for the sake of introduction, I am the keeper of this trial. My name is the reflection.
Oh,
Welcome to my plane. And he snaps his fingers, and you all lose consciousness. And that is where we will end tonight's session.
I knew it. I knew it was the reflection talking to us.
Thank you all so much for tuning in. It has been a pleasure, as always, to run this. My name is WalkManiac, and with me are my ever-present role players, Hawk, the Abridged, Storm Sage 13, Zodiac Sack 19, and Red Beast 13, playing our wonderful cast of delightful misfits.
Yeah.
This was a session.
I look forward to
ate an apple.
seeing you all in the next session. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Hey, guys.